Hi, it's Karen Borga, fiber artist creating one fiber at a time. And this week's video, I'm going to talk about everything that I've been doing this week. Yeah, I get a little ADHD when it comes to my fiber work. And so, let's get to it. This week, I have been busy. This week, I did some online shopping. I was weaving. Sorry, I had to write it down so I remember. I was dyeing, spinning, learned how to felt a little bit more, and I'm taking a new dyeing course. So, first, Kamaj Fiber Arts. That's where I go to buy all the fun little stuff that I put in my fiber before I spin it if I'm making bats, just to make it chunky, textured. And look at this. They threw in a sample. Don't you just love getting samples? This is Polworth and yak. Yeah, people really spin yak. Let's see. I know that Polworth is super, super soft. Oh my goodness. I know you wonder why I'm putting it on my face, but the truth is, spinners, or I guess yarn people, test how soft the yarn is by putting it on their neck to see if it is next to skin soft. This is awesome. So, Polworth yak sample from Kamaj Fiber Arts. So what I did buy was this color. It's a lot. Not quite sure if I'm going to use it. But I'm working on that coat. And it's going to be blues. And so this is called Pulled Sari Silk, Blue Lagoon color. And I really am just going to take little bits of it and put it in my bats as I'm making my bats with my, wrong way, my drum carder right there. And that's how you mix up all the different colors and fibers, and you make them into a bat, and then I spin from that to make an art yarn. So that's happening. So, still working on the coat. And I got some brand new dye this week from Dharma Trading. One of them was the blue that I wanted to try out. It's a navy blue. I thought blue jeans navy bluish. So it's this blue, this dark blue here. This finger. And I used it with other dyes that I have. This one is peacock blue. I kind of like that. But no bueno with this. I like adding the gray. I think that this is going to be the color scheme that I use. And we will use the sari silk for something else. That being said, when I've been dyeing this, and it comes in this bag, because I buy large quantities, because I make coats, it sometimes felts, which is not what I want. Felting means that it gets all stuck together. See how this just kind of pulls out so nicely like this? That's what I want when I'm spinning. And then it just kind of gets it and spins it and takes it away. But when I'm felting it, it gets all stuck together and I'm tugging at it to try to pull it out. That's not good. Plus, I'm going to hurt my thumbs eventually because I'm doing that. Actually, Mary at Kamaj Fiber Arts, if you take her course, she's a physical therapist and she actually gives you exercises for your hands to avoid those issues. Who knew it was such a problem, right? Seriously, I had no idea. So because this has been felting, I have decided that I was going to take I've taken courses on how to dye fiber. No, dye yarn. But I'm taking a course on dyeing fiber so that I don't felt it, because I don't want that whole thing being felted. So I was doing that this week. Then I showed you last week that I was learning how to felt, right? And I was playing with this needle felting right here. Oops. Which is super fun if you haven't done it. Dominic came over, my grandson. It was Rachel's birthday, and I put him in my office here, and I gave him the tools to start needle felting, which is these little needles. And you basically stab the fibers and they stick together. Well, oh my gosh, giving a little boy something that he could stab for hours was amazing. He made a ball. He didn't make this ball. This ball was my first ball that I made. But I showed him this. He made something similar, and then he took colors and he covered it with that. Loved it. So this is what I am currently working on with the felting. I'm making a bunny. I have not done the legs or really the back yet. My daughter is coming and we are felting every other Monday together. So I'm not allowed to go any further on this until she comes to visit me. So I have been taking this that I've dyed, and I have decided that I am going to spin this the smallest I've ever spun anything, which is going to be fingering weight. I've been spinning for 3 years, and I really started spinning at a bulky weight, a consistently bulky weight, and then I'm trying to make it smaller and smaller, and this is the smallest, and I'll put a picture up of how it's looking on the spools right now. And I am going to, this is my plan. Oops, not that. I'm going to make a summer shawl out of it. What do you think? Like the idea? Let me know. I do this stuff all day long. It's not my job. I'm fortunate to just be able to play with fiber all day long. And so at nighttime, I like to have handwork, which is typically spinning. But sometimes I just don't want to spin, and I need either knitting or crocheting to sit on the couch next to Frank and do. So that is my next sitting on the couch project. I am weaving towels, and I will put that right here. I like the blue, but I don't like the yellow. I have tons of that yellow, and I thought it would really work, but the pattern is just not coming out right. And so I'm trying that green. I love that green. So that's the way I'm going. A couple of these towels are going to be birthday presents. So shh. Hopefully you're not watching this and you know it's for you. I need some towels for myself. And I'm going to a conference in June. The MAFA, M-A-F-A. The Mid-Atlantic Fiber Association is hosting a convention, I guess, over a weekend in Millersville, Pennsylvania. So All of us crazy fiber people are going to go stay at the college and take classes, and they have a towel exchange. So I am going to weave up some towels so that I can give mine and get some back. So that has been my week. I hope you have been an amazing week being creative. Really, what I like to do is inspire people, people to be creative, to believe in themselves, and, well, do the things they love. And so, until next time, blessings to you and all that you do. Bye.